Hello everybody, my name is Michael Martinez and I will be talking to you about the face negotiation theory. This theory was created by Stella Toomey in 1985, and this theory aims to look at how different cultures will respond to conflict and how they will resolve it. Toomey presents the idea of face, and face is represented by our self-image, and we also use face to show others how we would like to be treated based on our cultural norms. Now, before we can determine how conflict will be resolved, we will look at the two types of cultures that Ting Toomey has based her theory on. The first one is the collectivistic culture. People who identify themselves as collectivistic will identify with a larger group of people, and they have a we identity. Cultures that fall into this category include Japanese, Chinese, and Korean cultures. The other type of culture is called the individualistic culture. Now here, people will identify themselves with only themselves or with their immediate family. They have an I identity, and people from the Americas usually fall into this culture. Next, in figuring out how conflict will be resolved is the idea of a self-construal. People in a collectivistic culture rely on other people to solve conflict, so they are interdependent within each other. And people who identify as individualistic will rely on themselves, making them independent when making decisions. The next step in the process is called face concern. This determines whose face an individual is concerned with. Someone who is collectivistic will look out for their face and also whoever they are in conflict with. If they are not concerned with their own face, they will be primarily concerned with the other person's face. And someone who is individualistic will only look out for their own face. Now we can see how these two types of cultures will resolve their conflict. To show you how conflict will be resolved, we'll be looking at this flowchart. Someone in a collectivistic culture will be interdependent, and that is their self-construal. Their face concern is mutual face maintenance, meaning they will look out for their face and the other party's face, or they will only look out for the other party's face. Now we can look at how they will resolve conflict. They will either compromise or integrate, helping out their mutual face. They will seek out a third-party help like a mediator, or they will avoid the conflict or oblige, helping the other face maintenance. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the individualistic culture. Here, their self-construal is independent. Their face concern is their own face. And they resolve conflict by either dominating or competing. Emotional expression, meaning they will follow their gut or their heart. Or they will respond with passive-aggressive signals. So that's what I learned from the face negotiation theory. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.